G'day, Mick here again. Welcome back to another video. Just a very quick video today. We're going to talk about decal adhesive. So I've got some Tamiya Decal Adhesive there. We've got the softener type and the standard type. Anyway, why I'm talking about these is because you get a lot of cars, the stickers peel up over time or they just don't go down in the first place. For example, when I was doing this HKS Skyline, the grill decals, I tried over and over to get them into the right spot. By the time I finished with that, the decal adhesive on the decals was pretty well ruined. So I used a bit of the softener type on that and painted it on and stuck them in there. And ones like the Kyosho Beetle here, where the decals kind of look like a flower. They have little pieces sticking up out of here that fold back over the top. Now I used the heat gun, when I was doing that, and they stuck down pretty well for a few days, and then they just one by one pop up one at a time. So I used that one again, the softener one. I used that on this last night. So I stuck them all down, and then I put a bit of sticky tape just over the top to hold them down, and today they look good. So I've peeled the tape off and we're all good. This Celsonic Skyline over here, on the bonnet there's a couple of bits, or on the hood, whatever you like to call it. There's a couple of pieces here that were sticking up in the air. Like I put these decals on almost 20 years ago. It's 2001. So they just kind of stuck up on the A and the what is it, on the N, and yeah, they were sticking up, been up there for 19 years. So I finally stuck those down, and same thing, I used the softener type. But today we're going to have a go at the Fox, and as you can see, the decals on the bumper have peeled up. Now they're original decals that I used on that when I did the restoration, and they just never stuck very well. They were, 30-year-old decals I was putting on. So I might just try the standard one on that, since it's flat, doesn't really need to soften anything, and we'll see if it works any good. So I'll stick them down, and maybe I'll have to tape over the top, I'm not sure, or put a bit of weight on them or something, don't know, because yeah, they are kind of pretty sticking up pretty well there. Maybe I'll heat it up. Anyway, we'll give it a crack and see what happens. I'll get these out of the way and we'll go from there. Alrighty, so what I'll do is just peel the edges of this sticker back, and it's a bit grubby, but I'm not even going to worry about that. I'll just peel the sticker back and paint some of this on and see how we go. Now it's not really sticky stuff, it's kind of like water actually. So you can wipe away any residue, if you put too much on, you can just wipe it away. Can't see what I'm doing very well from this angle, but we'll give it a go. So I'll let that dry for a minute or so, and then I'll stick it down. So that's just the standard type I'm using there, not using the softener type, because it's just a flat decal. I don't think it really matters. So I'll stick those down with a cotton tip so I can get into the corners. As I say, we may need to heat it, but I'll try it without. And then you really need to hold it on there for a couple of minutes. That's why I tape it down. Alright, so the stuff doesn't dry quickly. It takes a couple of hours at least, from what I can tell. So what I've done, because these wanted to bend back up all the time, I've got a couple of cotton tips, and I bent this one and taped it around to keep pressure on it. And same at the other side, I've got this end taped down to keep some pressure on it. Yeah, so I'll come back in a couple of hours and see how it looks. Alright, here we are about probably 3 hours later, so I'll have a bit of a look. So that's them. They kind of went a little bit brittle over time, so yeah, you got a few wrinkles and stuff in them I couldn't really get out, but they certainly look better, than sticking up. And so that's it. That's pretty much how it turned out. It's not perfect, but then again, like I say, they're they're quite old decals. They're 30 years old and they've been sticking up for a year or so now. So they're kind of brittle and not the best to work with. Anyway, after some reading, I did find out these are really designed for your static models with the water slide decals. So in this case, that stuff's really no good at all. Yeah, that one, reasonable results. It's not bad. It's got quite a bit of drying time to it though. I can actually see on there, yeah, my Japanese is pretty bad. But yeah, I find the best way to deal with these, use the glue, and you got to tape it down with something, and then it seems pretty good after that. It's definitely not sticky to touch, so you know, you can't just stick it on there and bang it down. It's not going to work. You've got to tape it down for a few hours at least. Anyway, so that's them. Yeah, that'll be probably better for water slide decals, which I never use. But that one's reasonable. Alrighty, that's pretty much it for this video. Hopefully it helps you stick your decals down a little bit. If you liked the video, leave a thumb up. Subscribe if you're new here, that'd be great. And see you later.